Happy day children. Welcome to class 5 EVS session. Chapter 3 Safety and First Aid. In our last video, we saw some first aid methods to treat cuts and scratches and also fractures. In this video, we will continue with first aid for burns. Burns are injuries caused by fire, hot objects, boiling water, steam, firecrackers, and some chemicals such as acids. Burns can be minor or serious. Only minor burns can be treated at home. A minor burn causes redness of the skin. It is called as first degree burn. No blisters are formed. What is a blister? A blister is a bubble formed on the skin due to damage. So the first thing to do is to immediately wash the affected area with lots of cool water for several minutes. If the pain continues, apply a damp cloth over the burn. In more severe burns like the second degree burn or the third degree burn, the skin becomes red and blisters also form. Now in that case, immerse the burnt area in running cool water for 10 to 15 minutes. Do not allow the blisters to break because they can get infected and it will be more painful also. If the blisters do break, wash the area with mild soap and water and apply antibiotic cream. So you know what is an antibiotic cream, right? I already said in the last session. Antibiotic is a medicine that stops the growth of germs or kills the germs. So after applying the antibiotic cream, you have to cover with a loose bandage. In case of very severe burns, rush the patient to the hospital. And for chemical burns such as acid burns, you have to immediately wash the affected area with plenty of cool water. Now, we will see what first aid we should give for sprains, which is more common injury. Sometimes a joint such as ankle or wrist can get twisted, isn't it? Even many times when you are playing outdoor games, you would have got these sprains, isn't it? So in case of sprain, the joint will swell up and is very painful also. Okay. In that case, you can just give first aid by using this RICE technique. What is that RICE technique? You can easily remember, right? R stands for rest, I for ice, C for compression, and E for elevation. So the first thing you have to do is rest and protect the injured area. Next, ice, keeping ice pack, which will reduce the pain and swelling. Then compression. Compression is nothing but wrapping the injured area with an elastic bandage, which will help decrease the swelling. You should not wrap too tightly. Okay, this will cause more swelling below the affected area. Then elevation. You have to elevate the injured area on pillows while applying ice and try to keep that area above the level of heart to help minimize the swelling. So this is the first aid you can give for sprains. Then first aid for nosebleeds. Nosebleeds occur quite frequently during winter months, right? And also in dry, hot regions. And children may get nosebleeds when playing. There are two important things to do if you develop a nosebleed. First thing is sit up straight and lean slightly forward. You should not lean backward. You have to lean forward. Pinch your nostrils between your thumb and the forefinger for about 10 minutes. This will apply pressure on the bleeding portion. Now breathe through the mouth and wait till the bleeding stops. Okay, this may take normally about 7 to 8 minutes, and during that time, do not blow the nose. Okay, alternatively, you can keep ice pack also by wrapping the ice cubes in a cloth and keeping it on the nose, which will also reduce the bleeding. Now we will see what first aid to be given in case of animal bites, such as dogs, cats, and bats, which can be dangerous at times. So, in case of animal bite, you have to wash the wound with running water. Then, cover it with a clean bandage and rush to the doctor immediately. Suppose if a venomous snake such as cobra bites a person, the venom, which is nothing but the poisonous substance that is injected into the body by animals like snakes. So when this poison spreads through the blood, what you have to do? You have to keep the bitten part of the body in a lower position than the heart. And you should never try to suck the poison out. You can tie a cloth above the bitten area and take the patient to the hospital as soon as possible so that antivenom injection can be given. And in case of insect bites, what you have to do? You have to wash the affected area with cool water and soap. You can also use an ice pack to bring the swelling down. In case of bee stings, you have to apply a paste of baking soda or a toothpaste. In case of wasp sting, apply vinegar or lime juice. So now you have learned some of the basic first aid methods in case of common injuries, right? So now whenever you get injury, you can just act wisely before you go to the doctor to treat the injury. So children, please be safe, be careful, be calm and act wisely when you happen to meet with any accidents. Take care children. Bye and thank you.